Greetings, Lost Poem here, and I'm super stoked after my violin pilgrimage to Cremona that I did in May, and already planning my next violin pilgrimage to Mittenwald, Germany, all being well. But that's probably one for 2025 because it's going to take a lot of preparation and a lot of different places around there to check out. But this week I'm doing another local violin pilgrimage, going down to London to check out two museums. The Horniman Museum, where I believe there could be a violin or two, and then we'll also be heading over to the Victoria and Albert Museum, where, as far as I can tell, there is at least one Stradivarius, so that'll be super interesting. So let's jump on the train and get down to London to check out these fine fiddles. So folks, I've just arrived here at Forest Hill. From Euston I got the underground to Highbury and Islington, and then got an overground train to Forest Hill. Quite straightforward. Only downside is it is raining here. Actually quite horrible weather for June this year so far. But anyway, I'm not letting that put me off. So what we're doing now is we're just following the sat-nav up to the Horniman. And it's a good day to be checking out museums because of the rain. There are very beautiful gardens at the Horniman. There's a lot to see there. Not just these two violins I've clocked that are there. So hopefully the weather will clear up. I'll be able to show you a bit of footage of the outside as well. Okay, so let's keep going. See why it's called Forest Hill, because it is
slight left to stay on South Circular Road, London Road.
Old tree over there, could use a bit of that for some firewood. Interesting looking church here, just going by. Well, it turns out that interesting church thingy is actually the Horniman. So here we are, we've arrived. So time to go and check out the violins. been told the violins are downstairs, so let's head down there. See if we can find the, I think it's a Ruggieri here. And can't remember what the other violin was. So let's just go check it out. Exciting. There. Fender Stratocaster. Now there's an interesting string instrument there, and there is a violin. So see if we can figure out what that is. Fortunately, I'm not going to be able to see the back of this guy, but it's a very fine inlaid, decorated. Some nice bows there. Okay, so it's number 7. Let's see if we can find number 7. It just says violin, Pesaro School, Italy, 17th century. Whoa, that's an old one. Okay, let's take a few close-up photos of this one. Okay, so Exhibit 77, I've found the Ruggieri. This was the fiddle I was actually looking for. Giovanni Battista Ruggieri, Cremona, Italy, 1706. And on this one we could get a nice view of the back. Looks to be a one-piece back, I think. So, coming here just for this Cremonese antique fiddle is worthwhile, and even if there wasn't all the other stuff, the gardens, I would come here just to see this guy. So, yeah, super pleased to have found this Ruggieri fiddle. So I'm here in the gardens at the Horniman Museum, as there are only really 2 fiddles to see, although there are some many other interesting instruments and historical instruments. There's only two fiddles, and that's the main reason I came here. The main one of the 2 being the Cremonese Ruggieri fiddle. That was amazing. But you know, it's quite an effort to get here, and there's plenty of other things to see. So plenty of other exhibits, a quite interesting tea exhibit at the moment, but also the nature trail, which you can see down here. That's quite nice for London. And then this garden, the Horniman Museum Gardens, and I'm always interested in checking out gardens like this, because you can pick up some ideas for your own garden. And, looks like they're growing some sweet corn, some bits and pieces, and very relaxing here, quite zen. So if you come here to see the fiddles, you can check out these other things as well, which you're going to enjoy. So I'll spend a little bit more time here at the Horniman, and then it's back on the overland train to Whitechapel, where we'll get on an underground train and we'll head to South Kensington and the Victoria and Albert Museum, which there are going to be more than 2 fiddles and more than a Ruggieri, in the sense that there will be a Stradivarius to see hopefully at the next museum. So ciao from the Horniman, let's head across to the Victoria and Albert. So that was the Horniman Museum. That was really interesting, and so pleased to be able to find the Ruggieri violin in particular. So we're now back at Forest Hill Station. We're going to jump back on the overland train to Whitechapel, and then we'll get the underground to South Kensington, where we'll go check out the Victoria and Albert Museum. Hopefully find a Stradivari instrument in there. So join me as we go and check out the violins of the Violin. Okay, so we've located where the Strad is. Some of the staff here were surprised to know that there's a Strad here when asked. These two people seem to know where it was. Here we are. $16.99 Stradivarius. maybe. That was the Victoria and Albert Museum. I was surprised because although they have a number of violins in the collection, the only one they've got on display is the 1699 Strad. But I'm glad, as there's only one on display, that it's that one. That would be the one. I noticed the violin seemed to have a small crack on the back. Otherwise, absolutely stunning instrument. And, there's a lot more to see in that museum. You probably need a whole week to check it all out. The Strad is kept within the Europe section, in case you're confused when you go in. You might ask some of the staff where the Stradivarius is. Some of them didn't know they even had a Strad there. One or two of them did know. If I had more time, then I would have stayed there much longer. But alas, I have to meet up with the family again. But yeah, that was a brilliant experience. Well worth coming to see just that violin here at the V&A.